The
His Excellency, High Commissioner of Zambia.
Yeah, here in
to
Tanzania, Mr. Matthews Jerek. You're most welcome.
Thank you very much.
Karibu sana.
Thank you very much. Asante sana.
How's your Swahili? We're neighbors.
Kidogo.
Let me ask you, Your Excellency Ambassador, Mr. High Commissioner, as a High Commissioner, what do you expect to gain from an energy conference such as this? Like, how does it add value to Zambia?
Yeah, first of all, I would like to thank the organizers of this Congress and the guest of honor for gracing the occasion. Indeed, this Congress could not have come at any better time than this one.
Okay.
When the whole continent is in dire need of energy.
Right. Can I offer you this microphone, please? Sorry, small technical. Thank you very much. Sorry to cut you short.
Thank you very much. I was saying that first and foremost, I would like to thank the organizers of this Congress and also the Prime Minister for gracing this very important Congress. That this Congress could not have come at any better time than this one when the continent is in dire need of energy. And I just want to state that in terms of Tanzania and Zambia, we are connected in so many ways. Underground by the pipeline, on the surface by the
Tazara, yes.
on the waters, by the Lake Tanganyika, and by air, aviation. In terms of air Tanzania, we are connected in so many ways. We have also a lot of culture in common, where our people here share the same names. People.
It's true.
And we have chiefs where they are subjects. The chief is here, the subject, their subjects are across in Zambia. So these are just, lines that were drawn by
Thank you. Precisely, 1882.
Yes.
But let me ask you, being a very, very young continent, Africa,
Yes.
how do you take the learnings from a place like this or a congress such as this to the people of Zambia?
Yeah, there is a lot to learn from here. I'll cite one very important, thing that I've seen, that the award winner has innovated the conversion of waste into energy.
Yes.
And almost all our cities, the local authorities, are struggling to manage the solid waste. The population is growing, and therefore there is continued, generation of the waste. But if we can have innovatives such as this one, it's a step in the right direction. That if such can be introduced to almost all the cities in our countries, we would lessen, the burden of spending a lot of money on managing solid waste, because that will be converted into energy.
Absolutely. In fact, the winner is called Latest Buberwa.
Yes.
He's a university student.
Yes, I would like to congratulate him.
I will introduce him soon, very, very soon.
Doing that, yes.
The space of innovation, as with most African governments, we're usually very tied to the amount of money we have at disposal and what we need to do with it. How much more emphasis do you think we need to put into innovation to be able to create game-changing scenarios to allow us as nations to rise up and go over the average GDP?
Yeah, probably at the moment is the way to go, because we are looking at young people with brilliant ideas. But time and again, they have been coming up with brilliant ideas, good projects. But at the end of the day, it's a question of how do we help them so that these innovations should be patented. They put, a caveat to it, because many are times when young people have come up with good innovations, but somebody else will pick it up and buy it off from them. So at the end of the day, somebody will be benefiting on somebody's idea for the rest of their life, where our young people continue suffering. And yet, they are the ones that came up with the idea. So it's high time that they are helped, they are empowered to patent these innovations.
You're so correct. Patenting, trademarking, copywriting, making sure we have intergenerational wealth creation through this innovation.
Yes. Because
Are you
it's-
in legal? Are you from?
no, but I know I've interacted with so many young people that with a lot of brilliant ideas. When we had the Saba, I attended
Yes.
the Saba. I went there. I could see this young person explaining on the the solar powered vehicle. You see, and if such a person come up with such an idea,
Mm.
all they need is power help. So idea flourish, and thereby they can become employers rather than looking for white collar jobs which are not there.
This is a very interesting time whereby Africa is uniting on many different fronts.
Yeah.
How important do you think, especially now, does us uniting our resources, our voices, our strategy for a future Africa moving forward, potentially a proper United States of Africa?
Yeah, probably we have even delayed. We have everything in Zambia, in Africa, sorry, because we have the human resource, we have the natural resources, we have the peace that we have enjoyed. And therefore, all we need is for us to put our heads together, begin to think how best can we open up the borders. Because at the end of the day, what we don't have in East Africa, we have it in Central Africa. What we don't have in Central Africa, we have it in Southern Africa. And therefore, we were supposed to think of how best can we trade centers for all our resources, be it in agriculture, be it our minerals. We say, okay, for example, copper, which is the largest copper producing country in Africa. This is a country. Let's put a trade center there so that the market should be able to be determined by ourselves. Unlike a situation where our minerals are being determined by the London Metal Exchange. You produce mineral resources, but you cannot put a price. Somebody else will put a price for you. But these countries that are producing oil, they determine the. And here, the end user suffers on account that the price per barrel has gone up there where we are getting the oil.
Absolutely.
But
Yes,
it's
so
not the
correct.
same when it comes to the minerals that Africa is producing.
Thank you. Unless we control the whole value chain,
Exactly.
up into the final market.
Exactly.
Maybe a few last words, just a last word from you, Your Honorable Excellency High Commissioner. Just a last word from you.
Probably the world also is in dire need of food. This climate change is real. And therefore, the area we begin to think of producing more to feed our people and export, the better. That is the only way Africa will become independent, is by feeding ourselves. Unlike waiting for somebody else to give us yellow maize because we don't have anything to eat. So we become desperate and begin to eat that which is not even good for our people.
We call that yellow maize unga wa yanga.
Yes, GMO. You see,
Thank you
and
very
yet
much.
We've got abundant of rainfall, abundant of water.
Your Excellency,
We
I'd
can
love to
produce
continue
them.
this conversation. It's so
Thank you very
interesting,
much.
and I'm
Thank
sure
you
we'll
very much.
exchange numbers, and I'm sure we'll continue this exchange moving forward. But thank you so much for being a part of this program.
I appreciate it.
Jamani, huyu ni mheshimiwa balozi wa Zambia nchini Tanzania, Mr. Matthews Jere, akiwa hapa JNICC katika kongamano la kimataifa la nishati na ni la 5 kabisa. And thank you for having us, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir.
You take care.
For hosting.
See you
Thank you
soon.
very
I'll
much.
introduce you to the other mwanafunzi.